Hey everyone, this is Abhishek here and welcome back to our channel. And in this video, we are going to talk about a very hot topic, that is monthly expenses in Canada in 2024. We will break down the average monthly cost so that you can use this video as a guide in order to create a realistic budget for yourself. Also, please note that I'm living in one of the most expensive cities in Canada, which is Toronto. So all these numbers might be a little bit higher as compared to other cities. Before we begin this video, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and share it with someone who can benefit from it. Let's dive right into it.
Here we go.
I have divided the expenses in two parts, needs and wants. Needs are those expenses which cover your basic necessities and will recur every month consistently. Wants are those expenses which depend completely on your lifestyle and your priorities. Let's start with the expenses that fall under needs. The first one is housing. This is probably going to be your biggest expense. Now, housing can be of different types: apartments, townhouses, detached houses, shared accommodation, or even living with your family. According to the latest rental report, a one-bedroom apartment in Toronto will cost you around $2,400 and a two-bedroom apartment will cost you around $3,200. Oof. I know. If you're looking for shared accommodation, that may cost you around $700 to $1,000. I came to Canada in 2018 and was fortunate enough to secure an apartment for $1,600 per month before the housing market went crazy. I moved to my new house just 2 years back and my housing expenses have grown significantly. Before, when I was renting, I was paying around $1,600 per month, which also included electricity, water, and heat. After becoming a homeowner, there will be additional costs that will be added to your monthly housing expense. Now let's take a look at the utilities. Currently, I'm paying around $90 to $100 per month for hydro or electricity. The next one is water, and it fluctuates to around $200 to $250 for 3 months, so $80 to $90 per month. The next one is the water heater. We are renting the equipment from our provider for $50 per month. When we were considering upgrades for our house, we wanted a gas stove instead of an electric one. So we opted for an upgrade to add a natural gas pipeline for our gas stove. And as you are aware, the cost of natural gas has increased significantly over the years. We pay around $180 to $200 per month. I know, it's crazy. The next one is the internet. We pay around $75 per month for a 1 gigs unlimited download plan. I'll add a referral link in the description below so that you can receive a credit towards your monthly bill. The next one is the phone bill. Currently, we are using Freedom Mobile and it costs us around $55 per month for a 20 GB internet plan. I'll make sure to add a Freedom Mobile referral link in the description of the video. The next biggest expense is going to be groceries. For a single, it can cost around $400 to $500 per month, and a family of two can cost around $800 to $1,000 per month. Also, don't forget to account for like $20 to $30 bi-weekly for some extra items like eggs, milk, bread, etc. You can try getting a Costco membership card to buy items in bulk. But beware, if you don't plan your purchases properly, every time you visit Costco, you will actually end up spending more than you have budgeted. And that's a true story. Our next expense is transportation. If you rely on public transportation, then in a city like Toronto, the TTC monthly pass costs around $156. But if you drive your own car and have some financing attached to it, there are a whole lot of other expenses that you have to consider, like the EMI, insurance, gas, and maintenance. I have made a detailed video on how much car you can afford based on your income, so don't forget to check out the link in the description below. If you want to save on transportation, consider cycling. You can get a good bicycle for around $300 to $500 and use it for your commutes. Another option is carpooling, which also has a potential of saving a lot of money. And lastly, if your workplace is at a walking distance, consider investing in a good pair of walking shoes and use your good old feet. So for transportation, we drive our own car. We didn't go any financing option with the car because we wanted to avoid adding another payment on top of our mortgage payment every month. So we saved up for a bit and bought the car outright. The next one is our expenses related to our dog. If you guys have been following us for long, you know that we have a golden retriever called Bear. He's a complete goofball. He's like a family member for us. And so his expenses are around $400 to $500 per month, which accounts for his food, his vet visits, his medicines, his supplements, his toys, etc. Let us know in the comments below if you want to know more about expenses related to owning a dog in Canada, and I'll make a detailed video about it. Now let's move on to the next section, which is the wants. Wants are those expenses that totally depend on your lifestyle and your priorities. The first one is eating out or takeouts. For example, due to hectic schedules, there will be times neither do you have time or energy to cook your own food, and it's completely fine to eat out a few times in a while. For us, it costs around $300 to $400 per month. I know it's a bit on a higher side, but with a newborn, takeouts are actually a blessing in disguise. But it can get expensive very quickly if not budgeted properly. So set out a monthly budget to enjoy your meals guilt-free and also have some control over your expenses. Meals for a single can cost around $20 to $35, and for a couple, they can cost around $40 to $80. Next one is entertainment and lifestyle expenses. For example, movies, shopping, going out with friends, gyms, subscription services, etc. This expense completely depends on your lifestyle and your priorities. For example, movies can cost around $15 per person, shopping can cost around $200 per month, subscription services like Netflix, Hulu, HBO, etc. Depending on how many subscriptions you have, each subscription can cost around $15 per month. Going out with friends can cost around $100 per person. Gyms can cost around $50 on an average per month. For us, we usually don't watch movies much in theaters, so we spend like $0 for it. Earlier we used to go to gyms, but now since we have moved to our own house, we are investing slowly into building our own home gym. For subscription services, we have Netflix, so we pay around like $12 to $15 per month on that. Since we don't have many friends around here, our social life is a little bit low key, so we definitely save a lot on that. The last one is the miscellaneous expenses. These are the expenses related to any unexpected incidents. So for example, my wife dropped her phone and cracked the phone screen completely. We had to shell out another $1,200 for a new phone. So for unexpected costs like this, it's recommended that you set around $200 per month. So there you have it, folks. The monthly expense can range between $1,500 to $6,500. This range is so wide because it completely depends upon your personal circumstances. So for example, if you're living with your family, then you will probably save on the rent. You cook your own food, you use public transportation, and you don't go out much with your friends. So you save on that as well. You will see that you will fall at the lower range of this range. On the other hand, if you have a socially active life, you take out or dine out more often during the week, you drive your own car, then you will see that you will fall at the higher end of this range. I hope these numbers were helpful to estimate your monthly expenses and create a realistic budget based on your personal circumstances. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with someone who can benefit from it. Until then, see you in the next one. Peace.